The government says the country needs 300,000 new homes a year by the middle of this decade, 20,000 of them in our part of the southeast. But in many places, developers are facing fierce opposition. And in the coming weeks, we'll be investigating if those targets can be met. Here's Amanda Akass with more on our new series.
For many years, the southeast has been seen as a desirable place to live, with its glorious coastline, beautiful countryside and vibrant towns and cities. But as many of us know, living or moving here has its challenges.
When a new property does come into the market, inevitably there's a lot of interest, and and you get a lot of viewings, and then it becomes somewhat of a battle between the people who've gone to view it as to who's going to actually buy it, because obviously only one person can buy it. And what we are seeing are properties selling for above their asking prices and above what I would really regard as realistic asking prices.
According to the property website Rightmove, sold prices went up by 6% last year compared with the year before, and by 15% on the 2019 average of £404,000. Demand is high for social housing too. In our part of the world, nearly 37,000 households were on the waiting list last year.
If you have, the basic laws of supply and demand, if you have more demand and not enough supply, then prices will go up. And in some parts of the southeast, local average house prices are 17 times local average earnings. And that's just a measure of the imbalance that there is in many parts of the housing market.
The government says the country needs to be building 300,000 homes a year by the middle of this decade to keep up with demand. The estimates suggest that means more than 20,000 in our part of the southeast. But in many places, developers are facing fierce opposition from local people and their MPs.
It results in a loss of green spaces, which is very important to lots of people. It puts pressure on the education, health and roads infrastructure, and it encourages migration from outside the area, which does nothing whatsoever to help the problem of lack of housing in the local area.
The government says it's up to councils to set their own housing targets, and guidance should be considered alongside local constraints. But some councils say it's not that simple. That's why we're looking at this and other issues like shared ownership, holiday lets and poor housing conditions in a new strand on South East Today. So if you've got a story you'd like to contribute, you can contact us by emailing southeasttoday@bbc.co.uk or via social media on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram.